Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back to another edition of Fiends Podcast. I'm here with Remy.
What's up, my man?
I'm also here with Jay Billy. What
Hey,
up?
Billy in the house at the King Shoe Store in Covina, everybody. How's it going?
What's up? What's up, man? So, how about this playoff fever happening in LA, man?
LA, yeah. We had we had a good amount of teams in the
Yeah.
playoffs here in LA.
Unfortunately, Lakers, man.
Yeah.
What do we do there, man?
Yeah, I mean it's
What do you think the solution is?
get rid of LeBron, man.
By the way,
I
Lakers
think-
right here, baby.
I think if we get rid of LeBron, we have Luka. Keep him healthy, give him what he wants, keep him here.
Do you think he
Build
was
around
pissed off last night, Luka?
Yeah.
Oh, I know he was hating LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he was. He come over here and gets traded out of his hood from his place, and then he's done, dude. You know, first round. They're the number three seed? Number 3 seed, 4 seed? Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
they. Man, I'm at a loss for words. He came over here. He was supposed to be like the savior of the Lakers. He had one good, maybe you could say maybe one good season.
I think LeBron's been here 2 years too long.
Yeah,
I think
and his son has been here half a season too long.
He's been here a waste of time too long.
Yes.
No, but I think that would free up a lot of money for us to go after some. You know what we need? You know what kind of talent we need? We need like a Derek Fisher from back in the days, or maybe
Some of the floor general.
Yeah, someone that can actually control the pace too. And I'm talking about some veteran experience. I'm not looking for. I mean, we can always use young talent, but when you have that veteran that's been to the big games and even to the championship games, win or lose, they have that experience and that leadership they can pass on.
Yeah.
And they don't crack under pressure either.
Yeah. Like Derek Fisher, he never cracked under pressure. Remember, 0.4 seconds?
Yes. How about my boy
Robert Little Harry.
Hey, but you know what? He's always going to be remembered as a Laker, regardless of whatever team he was at. And that's why I think it makes Laker fans appreciate the dynasties we built.
Yeah. Because he had, he had 2 with the Rockets, right?
I believe so.
And he had 2 with the Lakers or 3 with the Lakers?
3.
Did he get the 3?
Was that 3 or 4? No, he had 4.
Got 3.
3 with the Lakers.
Yep.
So, and then he had 2 with the Spurs, right?
Spurs.
7 rings.
Billy coming through with the stats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you
got to give it up to him.
Yeah.
But even like that caliber of player, like someone like him.
Yeah.
Oh man, it'd be dope to get someone. Who do you see out there right now? Just throw a name out there that you think would be a great addition to the Lakers, minus LeBron and Bron.
We need somebody that can just hit threes for us.
Yeah.
We have no one that can just hit threes like money. We need at least somebody that can pull people out, because they just
get the double coverage.
Yeah, because if we don't have anybody that they respect at the 3-point line, they're just going to crowd the lanes.
What's the guy's name from the T-Wolves?
Edwards.
Edwards.
Yeah.
He'd be a nice addition.
Is he available?
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they're not letting him go after we got Luka.
No, well, I've noticed a lot, like these last, let's say maybe about 6 years, a lot of these teams are looking for franchise players, and they're locking in the good players to these long contracts, which is good.
Yeah, but they're overpaying them all.
Yeah, that's the problem.
They're way overpaying them all. It's just ridiculous. These guys are getting like close to $50 million a year.
Yeah.
I just think it's ridiculous.
Are you so you're a diehard Laker fan?
Yes.
Or are you one of those that now that the Lakers are out are going to jump on the bandwagon?
I'm a Laker, as long as LeBron's not on my team, fan. I grew up a Kobe fan. I grew up in the Kobe era. I grew up when it was LeBron versus Kobe. I grew up when they had the puppets and the puppets when Kobe and LeBron were living together, and they were supposed to meet up in the finals, and Kobe ended up getting to the finals, and LeBron didn't. and then the Kobe puppet dancing with his championship ring and everything. I grew up in that era. I grew up loving Kobe Bryant. I grew up hating LeBron James, and then when he comes to my team, I'm not gonna like him.
No, it's not that I like him. Have I enjoyed victories because of him? Sure. You know, shit, he's there. Might as well utilize his stupid ass. But my question is, I mean, even
the only victories I enjoy are championship victories.
Oh yeah.
And everybody makes fun of the bubble in during COVID when it was like half a season. Everybody played in Orlando in one arena.
That's cool.
Fake fans in the crowd.
Still a championship. No, but my question is, now that Lakers are out and the Clippers have a chance to tie it tonight, are you going to be rooting for the Clips?
I wouldn't say rooting for the Clips, but I really don't care if they win or lose, to be honest. I'm a Laker fan, and I know a lot of Laker fans don't like the Clippers, and I know a lot of Clipper fans don't like the Lakers. So, I'm in the same boat.
I had this discussion with somebody, and they're like, how can you be an LA fan? I go, I never said I was an LA fan. I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah, I'm not
I mean, it's cool that they're there. I could care less now. My basketball season's over pretty much. But if I don't have a particular team, like for example, hockey, Kings, I like them because they're the local team. But the only reason I can enjoy a hockey game is I used to work at the Forum.
Oh.
So I used to watch the games right at the glass. So you did come crashing in. Cool. But am I a hockey fan? No, I don't even know all the teams that are in the damn playoffs.
No, I don't either.
Would you be rooting for the Kings to win?
Oh, I'm a Kings fan.
Right.
I'm a Kings fan. I used to go to Kings games back in the day. I used to go to Kings games when they opened the Staples Center.
And do you know what
the crypto.com
crypto arena
Bitcoin Ethereum Center?
Yeah, and right now Edmonton leading the series, right?
Yeah, they came back on.
Yeah.
They were up. Kings were up 2-0.
So tonight's a busy night.
Tonight's a busy night. Yeah, last night the Lakers got the kibosh. Tonight the Clippers might get the kibosh, and the Kings.
Yeah, let me get an update on the scores
in a little less than 24 hours. So out of the playoffs. So let's get
some accurate scores real quick.
Yeah, it's 9-10 Clippers right now, first quarter.
Oh, nice! The Kings are up 2-1 in the first period. Nice. That's very nice.
All right.
You know what?
That's a good sign.
Yeah, because they'll be bringing it back to LA for that Game 7.
Well, if they lose. Oh yeah, that's true. No. That's true. It would be coming back to Game 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to win 2 in a row.
Yeah.
And
that's hard in any major league sport.
Yeah, especially playoffs.
Yeah.
But the Kings can do it because the Kings were down. I remember when they won the championship, or the Stanley Cup, I should say, in 2014. They were playing the Ducks, and they were down 0-3. Remember?
I do not remember that.
And they came back 4-0.
Dude, the Kings.
And then they went on to kick everybody's ass.
That's another thing I like about hockey. Teams. You just get that. You got your 3 periods. Yeah. You could get your second
2 halftimes. You
get your second wind out of any one of those and just fucking score a shitload of goals and come back and win.
Yep.
But the Kings, they won it in 93.
Edmonton's on the power play right now, though.
Oh, are they?
So they have a chance to score.
So you were right. They won it in 93, 12. And 14.
12 and 14.
Yeah.
Yep. They did really good. And I remember a lot of people were trash talking them, saying that they only get to the playoffs and they never win. And then they won 2 Stanley Cups in 3 years.
That's nice.
Yeah. They did really good.
We have Mr. Ronald Bentley asking you guys this question.
Oh, shit. Edmonton just scored. Tied 2-2.
Damn it.
Damn. See? Told you they were on the power play.
What was the question?
Sorry.
Ronald Bentley.
Sorry, Ronald.
Ronald Bentley's asking, can you explain the rules on fighting in hockey?
Wow, that's a good one.
That's a great question.
It is. The thing of it is, though, from my understanding, They've changed them as of recently because they've been a little too crazy. But back in the days, as long as it was one on one, they could go at it.
Yeah, one on one, they let you go,
but once everybody starts brawling, that's when they stop it. I know that for sure. But I am going to look that up because that is an interesting question.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Ronald.
Yeah, that's a very, very fine question, Ronald. Thank you very much.
But yeah, what do you think their chances tonight are? Do you think the Kings can actually?
Oh man, I mean, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a high scoring game. It looks like. I mean, the first quarter just started a little while ago. I mean, what were they? 20-minute quarters? I'm sorry, period.
Yes.
20-minute periods.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like 8 minutes, a little less than 7 minutes has gone by.
So just to answer, I don't mean to cut you off, but just to answer that question, in hockey, fighting is not explicitly prohibited, but is heavily penalized with a penalty box. So the average time in a penalty box is 5 minutes per player per incident.
Yeah. I think whoever.
Additionally, players who instigate the fight or continue after the officials have intervened may face further penalties and in suspension and monetary penalties.
Yeah, it's rare. It's rare that they get suspended, but
they usually stop.
They'll let them go. They'll let them go, but whoever starts the fight, they'll put them in the penalty box for at least 5 minutes. I think the average is 5 minutes, but yeah, they'll put them in the penalty box, and then they'll let them go, and then they'll be on the power play.
Do you know why they started wearing gloves, all the skaters? Like in the 80s, people were fucking slicing, like just, falling, and people just skate, and they're fucking nicking the tips of the fingers right off.
Oh,
people
did you see that one guy that in hockey who, this happened a while ago, but that he was just ruled, he not manslaughter, and he was all good. He high kicked some guy on the ice with his skate.
And it hit his neck, right?
His neck.
Yes, I remember that.
He bled out and he died.
Yeah, I remember that. Hit the jugular.
Yeah, and everybody's saying there's no instance in hockey where you need to bring your foot up and high kick, like karate kick.
It's not like it's track and field. You got to bring a knife.
They said that's what body checks are for. Track and field. Bring a knife to a track fight.
But yeah, it just yes.
No, go ahead. Ronald has another question.
Go ahead, that's a question.
Ronald is asking, why is hockey predominantly a non-diverse sport? Do you think there is racism in hockey?
No, I don't think there's racism in hockey.
I'll answer this really quick. There's not many ice rinks in the inner city. That's just plain simple. I wanted to take my daughter ice skating. I had to drive far as hell to find an ice rink.
There's a ice skating rink in Pasadena.
Yeah, I had to go to Pasadena. I mean.
Besides that,
but there is Hispanic, Black, and I believe an Indian dude. Don't quote me on that one, but they do play hockey.
Yeah, they're few, but
a lot of Canadians are from different.
It originated in Canada, so there's predominantly white.
But Canadians have a lot of
Canadians in Canada, so that's why.
No, but they have a lot of immigrants now in Canada, so they have different. I mean, I know for a fact there's a few black guys and a Hispanic guy that came out of UCLA.
Yeah,
or USC, one of those two.
Remember them?
Yeah.
And they won. I think they won in one of those championships.
Yeah, they won two.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So it's just the lack of the lack of facilities for the inner cities or different groups to go and ice skate. It's a little bit harder, but I think just like any sport, anyone's open to it. I mean, you got women, wanting to play men's sports. You got men wanting to play women's sports.
I don't think there's too many women that want to play men's sports.
You'll be surprised. In my high school, all 4 years, this girl played center for the football team, the varsity football team. She was She was cool as fuck. I showed my
Yeah,
teammate.
but most girls don't play in men's sports.
But dude, she'll knock all three of us on her ass.
She's that big?
She was big, dude.
I don't
But
know.
no, she was fast.
Did back down.
And you know the sad part about it is they were hyping, the coaches were hyping her up that she get a scholarship and she'll be able to play. There is no women's football in college. So it was just, they're just blowing smoke up her ass basically. But yeah, I mean, it just goes back to, you have another question? Oh, okay. Yeah, it goes back to, I do know lacrosse has become a lot popular with diverse groups. I don't know if you know that in the South they're picking that up, like Kentucky, all those schools.
Yeah.
They have killer programs.
Yeah.
I believe
Field killer.
not that killer.
Oh.
I mean, but once again, you got some talent out there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some talent.
Yeah, man. So how about this draft pick? Well, you know what? What we got on time, dude? Hey, what we got on time?
We got like,
What about the
we
Clippers?
got like another 15 minutes.
I think
I'm seeing 18.
The Clippers are down right now, 18-22 in the first quarter, 2:39 left. I to be honest, I don't think that they're going to win. I think they're going to lose tonight.
The Clippers?
The Clippers, yeah.
Pack it up!
I think they're going to lose tonight.
Man, it's gonna be horrible getting out of that place. They're the Intuit Dome.
Yeah. Well, they finally left.
Because they have the Cowboy Carter
They
next
finally
door.
left the Staples Center. I was wondering when they were going to get out. The JV.
How sad is that, man? The fucking backup
The
team.
championships, all the banners, and everything.
Dude, I feel sorry for that guy that lost his job covering all our Laker banners.
Yeah.
What's up, Jay Billy?
This is my question to you guys. Since she said that, or Adam said, or one of you, I forgot,
Right.
that finally that the Clippers left
Staples
Crypto. Do you think that's ever going to happen with the Chargers since they play with the Rams at the same spot?
No, they're so cheap. They're not going anywhere.
Not only that, who's the
No.
home? Like, at Staples, you had the Lakers was the home team.
Yeah.
Who is the home team at SoFi? Is it Chargers or is it the
No,
Rams?
It's the Rams. It's the Rams.
Well, the owner put his money into the stadium.
No, that's what I'm asking. I don't know that.
It's the Rams. It's the Rams.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is that
The owner put his money on it.
for example,
The
like all the Angels,
Chargers when if they leave there, it's because they're leaving the city of LA. I think they would leave.
that's why you think they'll go to like Orange County, like all there's the Angels and Dodgers, like
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
well, that's the Rams originally were from Orange County. I don't know if you know that.
No, they're originally from LA, and then they went to
Okay, so, all right.
No, I'm being serious.
Okay, I think
They're
yeah.
originally from Cleveland.
Well, when they came to LA.
See, no, but see, he's trying to get technical. All right, that should just work. That's karma right there, bro. You trying to get technical? See, Remy got my back, dog. No, but seriously, what I'm saying is, at one point in time, they were the Orange County. No, they were the Orange County Rams of Los Angeles, or some stupid shit like that.
No, that was for the
I
Angels.
know. Was that a mosquito?
Yeah, some kind of pleasure.
Damn, dog, got the fucking mosquito.
Yeah,
dog.
I think the Nuggets are going to be the
Oh, it was the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles. That's what it was. Yeah, it totally took me a minute. I
the
get that.
California Angels of Anaheim of Los Angeles.
Whatever the fuck it was. Dude, did you know that shit was full of rats, or still is? You never heard that shit?
What, the stadium?
Yeah, it's infested
Man,
with rats.
That's not the worst stadium. The Oakland A's have the worst stadium.
No, wasn't it?
Dugout? Sewage going in from the.
But isn't that where the Raiders play too?
Dugout.
Isn't that where the Raiders play too?
Yeah.
The Raiders.
Oh, well, I was about to say it was Raiders, but yeah, it's I guess same city,
No,
same
it was
city.
next door actually. It was the Oakland called.
I'm pretty sure the rats went next door when the hot dogs were there.
Speaking of hot dogs, did you guys know at Dodger Stadium when they make the Dodger dogs, whatever they don't sell and that they cook, they put them back in the freezer and they freeze them and then wait for the next game, thaw them out and heat them back up and serve them back to you guys? I saw that and then, whatever they don't sell, they freeze them back up and they wait for the next game and then they they thaw them back out,
Hey,
and they serve them at the next
before I forget, Joe,
So watch out for your Dodger dogs.
so we're talking about fucking food, man. About fucking FDR Jr.
Oh yeah.
With the,
Yeah.
I mean,
The no dies
yeah.
at the end of 2026. So I what's interesting is I saw somebody who was at Walmart and they did a video where they had these the baking it was in the baking section and they had like the sprinkles you put on cupcakes and shit like that or cake and they had non-dye sprinkles. It said non-dyes and it was a certain brand that was there, but by God, they're already starting.
What is that blue one that they're making a big deal about? I don't know what number is that.
The blue dye?
Yeah.
I know like the red 40. The
Well, you know,
yellow.
well, the red 40 is bad for you.
The red 40 is really bad. That's the one.
And the reason I know this because no, it's in everything. It's literally. Did you know we're the only country that doesn't ban that shit?
Yeah.
And did you know that most researchers believe that leads to people having diabetes, all these fucking sugar, cancers, related illness? So I knew that because rest in peace, my nephew, he was autistic, and they did an allergy test. But man, he was addicted to fucking Cheetos. He would fucking murder those bags, the big bags, one a day, the big one. And that was like his thing. Like he'd calm down after that, like he'd be chilling and shit. So, but then he was just real angry and violent, like really bad. So it kind of finds out, they tell me he's fine. You know, it's the Cheetos was doing this.
Were they the Flaming Hot?
Flaming Hot. Well, I correct you. It wasn't even the Cheetos. It was anything flaming hot. He loves anything flaming hot, like most kids. And so they started weaning him off of it, and I helped him. We did some research, gave him some CBDs to help wean him off of it.
Yep.
And once he was finally off of it, dude, he was a different person. No more anger, no more mood swings.
Well, yeah, they change your moods.
Yeah, dude, I was tripping out. And that was the red 40.
Yeah, whenever you give kids stuff that has a lot of dye in it, you'll see their hype.
Or sugar.
Go, not even sugar.
No, sugar. Yeah. My daughter loves sugar.
Yeah,
shit.
So dyes, especially when you see them, eating stuff or drinking stuff with dyes in it, their like craziness level starts to rise.
You know what has a lot of fucking dyes and sugar? Raspados. You know the fucking eloteros. Dude, I always get them. And my doctor, doctor, said I have diabetes. Hey, you want to avoid this? And he threw that out there. He goes, you probably don't even think about it. But have you ever stopped to think all the shit, all the syrup and all that shit? Because think about it. Yeah. You're flavoring ice and it's super sweet.
Yeah.
So it's obviously the syrup.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. And it's funny about it. Another thing about him is he's actually, I know you heard during Trump's campaign, he was vaccines.
Well, I don't think he was anti-vaccine. What he was he wanted more research done.
No. You can Google it. He was anti-vax. Yeah, you Google it. But what it is now that
anti-vax for what?
Kids.
I know. I mean, I've seen plenty of videos where he said he's not anti-vax. That he says he wants research done that is the legitimate.
No. But
that's the amount you're supposed to have. And he says for a lot of them, it's not.
But he's changed his mind about one vaccination as kids is the measles one.
Yeah.
And yes.
You can finish that with the
the measles one is actually a really a crucial one to our society. You do know that.
Yeah.
It wipes out kids and seniors.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Nobody's business. But I don't agree with a kid, freaking a month born and you're giving them like 14.
Well, don't they give them like this hepatitis one that's a sexually transmitted disease?
Yeah, they give them out.
Yeah, and it's like, why are you giving a newborn that?
But then when you get into adult, you gotta get the one for HPV, which they injected you as a kid with.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. But what was your question?
Ronald Bentley's asking, why does Bill Gates own farmland?
That's a good question. You go the conspiracy route that he's trying to modify, foods and vegetables, or
He's for the food mod, like the what's that grass, those not grass fed, it's the impossible foods, impossible burgers, impossible meats, all that stuff. He's a big advocate for that stuff, and those
I gotta go for that
worst things you can have. There's so much additives, there's so much shit in those impossible burgers and meat. You don't even want to touch that.
Yeah,
if you know what it's made of, it's ridiculous. There's so much. And
tofu itself, tofu itself is fucking made nasty. Like, hey, don't get me started. But dude, another thing with Bill
Gates is trying to modify a lot of food, and he's using the farmland to do it.
It could also be a cover for a fallout shelter with a military base attached underground. I said it. No. These people, they believe in these new world orders, all this type of shit. You cannot put this past them. You know what I mean? Like, Bill Gates thinks he's the savior of society. You guys do realize that, right?
I mean, Bill Gates isn't allowed in certain countries because they'll arrest him for what he did with in regard to vaccines. He almost decimated.
Not only that, he can start cloning on facilities like that, animals, because that's coming next.
Yeah.
Ronald Williams asking, is measles vaccine going to be mandatory?
That I do not know, but like, for example, when my last two kids were born, by that time, my family, we had two autistic, I had two autistic nephews. So my two youngest, I spaced out all the vaccines they're supposed to get as kids, all of them. But the measles, the only reason is not. I don't think it's gonna be mandated or enforced that way. But it's for your own kid's benefit, dude. Trust me, it will wipe out a kid.
So did you notice that they used to track the Amish? They used to track the Amish in regard to vaccines. That they don't vaccinate their kids. They don't. Electricity. They don't.
Do they get sick?
So here's the thing. They stopped tracking the Amish. You want to know why they stopped tracking the Amish?
Right.
Because they found out that almost 100% of the Amish didn't get weren't autistic. They didn't get any diseases. They didn't get any things that all these kids that are in California are suffering
all this
now.
Is fucking us up.
Once they realized, shit, the Amish aren't getting sick, and the Amish aren't autistic, and less than 1% of the Amish are autistic, and it's because they stopped tracking. Like I said, they stopped.
But isn't there a lot of inbreeding amongst the Amish?
No. That's the British royal family.
Hey, did you know rednecks it wasn't a dig at white people, but of Irish people that were down south? Did you know they were the first slaves in America? Irish? Yeah.
I think every
no, they were the first slaves.
Yeah.
But yeah, crazy thing we're talking about all this stuff. Did you know that I was listening to whose podcast was it? I don't know, but they had this. He was a neurologist, but he dealt in like forever chemicals.
Yeah.
So he's saying an average person right now that's walked the earth since like you were born in the 40s or 50s, and they were to do an autopsy of your brain, that they could actually collect enough plastic particles to make a small spoon. Plastic spoon.
Make a small what?
Yeah.
Plastic spoon.
We have so much plastic in our body.
That our lungs, the way they are right now, we should be able to hold our breath for like 2-3 minutes underwater, no problem. But there's so much shit in the air, carbon.
Yeah, I can only hold it for a minute.
Yeah,
and 59 seconds.
259 pushing it, bro. No, but seriously, it's just gunk.